today I decided I'd change this rose from being Double Delight. Who have we got rose lovers here?
Yes.
Double
beautiful
Delight
rose.
is a beautiful white with red
Yes.
edges. Today it's going to become Peace.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So, and just in an,
Full enough.
just to re-describe mixing water, mixing colour, thank you, mixing colour on the paper. So I'm going to take, well maybe I'll do this petal because it hasn't been started yet. So I'm just going to quickly wet it, and see I'm doing this without mixing up my colours again, because I just want to remind you, and this is just a very quick little doing, and it doesn't matter what size area you're doing. It could be a little bit of background, or it could be a huge petal like I did a couple of weeks ago. I really want you to play with, be tempted to have a go at, call it what you like, having a wet background and painting wet on wet and letting your colours mix, because it's the ultimate satisfaction as a watercolourist to allow the colours to mix on the page and see what happens.
Is it so easy just to tutor it, just to help it along, isn't it?
Yes,
With your brush.
it is.
Yeah, I do that.
We don't do that.
No.
We know
It's
better.
very tempting though.
There's times when you need to do that,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Push
And
a bit
there's
harder.
some yellow, it's a bit dirty, isn't it? I'll just create myself a little. I'll show you what I do at home. It's very naughty of me. I do this. And one day I brought in a big plastic sheet that I've got, and I have a plastic sheet that.
The good thing about watercolour is that it doesn't stain, so you can
Oh,
actually
okay, it
wipe
can
them.
stay, don't you
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
I like to get
Do you
the
want to
tip out.
see?
And I'm going to use, this is Quinacridone Magenta, but I'm going to use Permanent Rose for today because that's what I've got. Okay, so I've got a nice little puddle of Permanent Rose here. But, you know, some little imperfections, if you like, on there. I've got to create a shadow in there. It's not really the right colour shadow, but it'll kind of bleach out a little bit as it dries. So it's all about moving your paper and using the water. I've just dried that brush off. I'm going to repeat that little bit of that dark over here, but just really fine, just a little wee bit. So you just let the paper move it, the water move it. And if it gets too dry and you're doing this, then what you can do is get a couple of tissues out and protect the other area. And we don't care if it drifts onto the background a little bit, but protect that. And just use a mister and just wet it again. And it just reactivates it. And it doesn't wet that bit. You can't do that if you've got, you know, close bits that it matters if it bleeds across, because you will get a few little bleeds. But generally speaking, I think, oh, that's okay. All right? So I want you to try really hard, make yourselves use a little bit more water than you're using.
Yeah.
And let the colours mix on the page. And I haven't got enough yellow
No,
spreading
doesn't
down
get
there, so I'll
wet
tip it
enough.
this way. But it's actually fun to see what happens. And it will dry differently. It won't be as grainy as that when it dries. If I'd use granulating colours it would be, but they're not. But it'll dry smooth like this. Okay, so if it's really wet, you wait till it's got a sheen on it so it's not running, and then you start introducing colour to it. You've got plenty of time. Okay, that's all for that one.